Paramos are mountain systems that develop above Andean forests and are key to water supply. Many of them are under threat due to the vulnerability of these territories to climate change. As a result of the increase in global temperature, the Paramos zone would rise, losing a large part of its extension and causing species accustomed to these temperatures to migrate to higher and colder areas, which are necessary for their survival. Similarly, drastic changes in the rainfall regime, coupled with higher temperatures, could degrade of the soil and vegetation, reducing their capacity to trap excess water in the rainy season and release it in the dry season. Climate change scenarios project that the average air temperature in the country will increase by 1.4, 2.4, and 3.2 Celsius degrees, and precipitation volumes will decrease between 50% and 36% in large areas of the Caribbean and Andean regions.
That's why, with our teamwork of climate change subject, from by Laura Ballesteros, Sofía Godoy, Camilo Artunduaga, and I, Carolina Ortiz, we aim to identify the variation of the area of Colombian paramos under climate change scenarios. We are going to do this through, first, establishing the areas of Colombian paramo in two different years, 2013 and 2020. Second, relating the variation of temperature and precipitation, making use of GIS. And finally, projecting this relationship in different climate change scenarios, which will be finally reflected in a map.
In the first instance, we choose the climatological stations registered by the EDM from which the data will be taken. These stations are chosen according to their location, the quantity, and the quality of the data. The variables chosen are precipitation and temperature. Also, the source of information will be EDM and CAR, and the software used is ArcGIS. With the data collected, an average of interpolation is performed for the whole country. The Colombian paramo area is determined for two different years, 2013 and 2020, making use of different layers provided by the Humboldt Institute and the SIAC about vegetation cover. With this whole information, the rate of disappearance of paramos is determined with respect to the variables mentioned above. Finally, with these different climate change scenarios will be evaluated.
For the results, it will be possible to see how two maps are obtained where the change in the area of the Colombian moors is reflected, depending on the temperatures and rainfall in said areas. With this, a projection is made for the different scenarios of climate change with temperatures of 1, 1.5, 2, and 3 degrees Celsius. It is worth mentioning that it is intended to apply the methodology proposed and carried out of the Moor Guerrero in all the paramos of Colombia and thus have a better result.